Hello, and welcome to Coffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. And this is the match reaction for Everton's 2-0 win away at Burnley. And I guess straight from the off, apologies for the slightly Sean Dyche-esque quality to my voice at the moment. I've been a bit under the weather for the last few days, so yeah, just bear with me on that one. But yeah, it was I guess straight away it's got to be said it's another like really valuable win. And I guess the main talking point is, I guess, really that, not exactly, a superb performance. And that's not exactly a vintage display, but I think, maybe we were a little bit spoilt by the performance against Newcastle last week, and the concerns maybe start to creep in a bit more when we're not controlling games like quite as much as we did there. But at the same time, it was another day where we just looked completely calm and confident throughout the match. Obviously, it was perhaps maybe not the quickest of starts as usual. It's kind of typical, and for us under Dyche, I think we like to ease our way into games a little bit, feel out the opposition a bit, and I guess most importantly, try not to concede early on. You look at pretty much every time. Well, in fact, it is every time. Every time we concede first, under Dyche. We still haven't quite got that mentality to be able to come back into games and still get a result. Like 9 times out of 10, we do end up losing, or at the very least, salvaging a draw. So we clearly know just how important it is to get that first goal. So obviously, once we get through those opening, I guess 5 or 10 minutes where we maybe let Birdie have a bit more of the ball, we don't quite press them as intently as we plan to, and then we kind of grow into the game and get at them a bit more. Um, well, once we started to do that, I think from then on we never really looked back really. And obviously, we didn't create a ton of chances. Obviously, there was a very good one early on from McNeil that he maybe should have taken, but we're just taking our chances so much better now when we forward to them. And obviously today it was a case of us being very prolific, let's say, from set pieces. We clearly had a plan from corners in particular. If you look at those in swingers right to the far post, really testing the goalkeeper. And to be fair, for the most part, Trafford actually did very well to deal with them, but they were easily our best source of chances throughout the match. And obviously that was where the first goal came from, a really good header from Amadou Onana, a great leap to get up there, and was never going to make any mistake from there. So that was really positive to see. And then capitalising on a mistake again from the deep free kick. Obviously, it's a very good chance for first off from Keane. It's a really good flick on from Tarkowski as well. It's got to be mentioned. He's accosted by two Burnley defenders, and he still manages to get a really good flick on. And obviously, it's actually a very good shot initially from Keane. It draws a good save and obviously bounces off the defender, and Keane is able to put it away, which obviously, there was quite a few concerns about him and Godfrey having to come into the side with Brantford suspended and Mikalenko picking up a knock. But it has to be said, I thought they were pretty much faultless, really, and I think both of them had key individual moments where they proved a lot of people who were, negatively talking about them, proved a lot of them wrong, to be honest. It was obviously a really well taken goal from Keane, as we mentioned, and a very solid display all round from him. He was ended up getting given man of the match by Sky Sports. I don't completely agree with that, despite him having a very good game. But catch the player reactions video, which will be coming up after this. For my thoughts on who I thought our best performers were. But yeah, like I say, Keane had a really good game, and then obviously Godfrey right before half time get caught out. Pretty much the only time all game, probably the best chance Burnley had, the only real good chance where they kind of carved us open, the ball over the top, and obviously, it looks like it's going to be a tap in for Amdouni, I think it was, but Godfrey gets right in, and it's a really good clearance. And also, he has to be given credit for not, like, obviously for getting there, but not diverting it into his own net. Manages to divert it wide, like back behind for a corner. Really good defending. And like I say, I thought they were fine, to be honest. Like I say, there's probably good arguments to be made that if it had just been one of them with Tarkowski, and obviously if Mikalenko had been fit, maybe it wouldn't have worked as well as it did. I think it was sensible having Tarkowski over there because on the left hand side we were struggling. I think that was the only bit of concern for me throughout the game, and naturally, McNeil is not a natural wing back, so him and Harrison didn't really have too much of an idea of where they wanted to be, and they were going down the right a lot and trying to test us down there, and it was catching us out quite a few times. So that was a little bit of a concern, but At the same time, like I say, I thought it was a really confident display, and obviously that is now 4 wins in a row, no goals conceded. So just with these four last results alone, we've more than made up the 10 points that have been taken off us, which is remarkable. I think I've just read that we'd be ninth right now, if not for the deduction, which is absolutely crazy. So, like I say, not an amazing performance, but another one where we just were so composed. Like I said, Tarkowski looking like a real leader now and just worked our socks off, dug in, took our chances when we came to them, and another positive win. And I think that's all I can really say about it now. So hopefully, the likes of Mikalenko and Brantford and Ganner, of course, returning from his suspension, will be back in the in the starting lineup for the Fulham match in the cup, and hopefully we can get ourselves into a semi-final for the first time since 2016, I believe. So yeah, all really, really positive at the moment. Where on earth has this come from? But yeah, this so that was the match reaction for Everton's win over Burnley. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the Toffee Blues channel for more Everton content. And we will see you in the next video. Cheers.